Welcome to Movie Talks with JDW. Justin here, back with another film review. And today, my friends, we are going to be talking about G20, which is on Amazon Prime, the streaming service if you have the subscription. And it stars the wonderful, amazing, as always, Viola Davis. As always, we give you a brief synopsis of the film. So without further ado, here we go. Gather intel on G20 starring Viola Davis when the G20 summit comes under siege. U.S. President Danielle Sutton, Academy Award winner Viola Davis plays her, becomes the number one target. After evading capture by the attackers, she must outsmart the enemy to protect her family, defend her country, and safeguard world leaders in this action-packed thrill ride. And this was actually pretty good. It's good, but I have my reservations of it. It's a hit or miss with me. So first, I want to just say this. I want to start off first with the actual acting before I get into story, characters, and production, and what I thought about it. So the acting, hands down, Viola Davis carries this film. She does a wonderful job, just really embodying someone who is ex-military that has become president. She is dealing with a lot. And I will have to say, what works here is her performance. She did most of her action scenes, and it really shows. She's really hammering it in when it comes to those stunt work. I thought she did a wonderful job with this. But in terms of how I feel about the actual story, unfortunately for me, I felt that the story was a little bit too generic. It doesn't really offer anything new under the sun in terms of these particular action flicks. There's action flicks in here that have a similar template and did it better. Just to give you a little bit of an overview, White House Down, Olympus Has Fallen, heck, of course, Die Hard, which is like the standard bearer of these type of hostages saving my family and I'm trapped in the same location type of films. Viola Davis does an admirable job of just really bringing and breathing in life into her character Danielle, who is really the heart of the story. Not only that she has to deal with all the responsibilities of being president, having to deal with all the political jargons and stress that comes with that, but there's a heart in this particular story with her and her daughter, which I thought was really done well. And I think if that was explored a little bit more, I thought this would have been a little bit more of a stronger feel for if they had a little bit more time to develop. We get a couple of scenes in here where we get to see the little rift here. Her daughter is dealing with what you would think a kid who is living their life under a microscope for being the president's daughter will have to rebel and act out. She has to hide from Secret Servicemen. She's hacking the computer so she can go out and party with her friends, but her life is not her own. And because her life is strictly under this microscope and everybody's watching her, she ends up going viral for drinking and partying, and she doesn't feel like she is in control of her life, even though she's about to turn 18. And this is really causing a rift between her and Viola Davis's president character, Danielle Sutton. So I thought that particular aspect of the film, if it was explored a little bit more and didn't go to the typical generic, oh, we have a family rift, but there is this situation that happens that makes me value my family because I'm in danger of losing them trope. I thought this would have been a little bit more of a stronger feel if they didn't really go this typical paint by numbers generic tropes that we're seeing in a lot of these action films that revolve a family rift and then something happens and then one of them has to save the other and then they all come to a common ground because death was at their door. So if that wasn't really included in there, or I would say if it was included in there and explored a little bit more, I would say it would have been fine. As far as the action goes, you can tell that this was definitely on the budget in certain shots from the filmmaker standpoint. It's okay. It's serviceable. It is a streaming movie. So I'm not expecting big budget Hollywood blockbuster quality in this, but that's not giving it an excuse because there's films with lesser of a budget that pulled off the technical aspects of shots, cinematography a little bit better. And this one, you can tell that it's on a budget, especially there's a shot with the airplane where you can just tell it's a terrible TV made CGI. and just that exterior interior shot of it was just like, oh, that didn't look too good. But for the part that Viola Davis did when it comes to the action, I thought she did a really good job with it. She nailed it. But some of the scenes, some of the cuts, there's some quick cuts in there that kind of throws you off, and a lot of the shooting is less to the shootout scenes are a little to be desired. I've seen better. Acting wise, as far as the villain goes, Anthony Starr does a good job. I mean, we all know him as Homelander, but he is making sure that you recognize his talent beyond the boys, and this is good because he won't be getting typecast. Hopefully, he won't be getting typecast as a villain, but he does a serviceable job in here. But Viola Davis really is the strong point in the core of this story. So I'm gonna give my review score right now. As always, it's either a watch it now when it comes to streaming, it's watch it now, skip it, or you can put it in your queue for later. Honestly, if you have nothing to do, if you're bored and you just want to sit down and watch an action flick, I'll add this to the queue for later. It's not something I will recommend you watch it immediately, especially if you have something else to watch. This is something I'll add to the queue later. This is Justin with Movie Talks with JDW. If you like what we do here, please hit the like button, subscribe button, notification bell. I'll catch you on the next one, my friends. Later days.